Welcome to the Assassin's Nation podcast, where your hosts Yeti, Mrs. and Spaz discuss the world of gaming, new features and releases, unpopular opinion, and so much more. Now, let's get into today's episode.
I'm pressing record. I think we're recording. I can't see the thingy move. It's moving. We're live. Don't yell at me. Shut up. Streets of Rage
Where
is now ready
friendships
to
are
play.
forged through pixels and polygons.
Pornhub. All right. Welcome to episode. What are we on? Episode 4?
This is episode 3 officially, I think.
Technically it's episode 3 when we upload, but this is our 4th recording. I don't know. It's a number.
Welcome to the episode.
Yeah. Welcome to the episode of the Assassin's Nation podcast. I am your host, Spazdrum, with my lovely co-hosts, Mrs.
Hello.
and the Diabolicals of Yetis.
What up, assassins?
Woot! Here we go. So I
thought
did.
you were about to growl.
You should have Yeti roared.
Something. I'm working on it. I'm teaching myself how to do the Wookiee sound.
I don't know how to do all that.
You had to have made a Wookiee roars. Do it again. Just do it loud.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Nailed it.
Rawr. Rawr.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. So I was also looking at what I had sent in the Discord, which is available at rareassassins.com, by the way. What was the main topic?
I don't know, I can't find it.
Yeah, the main topic.
I thought we didn't have a main topic.
Sci-fi gaming as a whole genre.
Holy shit, that's huge. Favorite sci-fi game, go.
Science fiction games. You're muted, but yeah.
Why are you muted? What'd you do?
She's stuffing her face with tacos.
Gross.
I wouldn't even call these tacos. It's like
He
lettuce.
didn't call them tacos.
See?
I don't even got cheese.
They don't even have cheese?
No.
Our cheese
Get
went
the
bad.
fuck out of here.
She just realized
That's
after we made tacos.
That's some California bullshit.
With
Meat
lettuce,
and
meat,
pico.
and lettuce, and salsa.
So it's not a taco, it's a
Not
salad.
very American.
It's a taco salad. Hold the cheese.
It's taco salad.
Alright, so what was your question, Yeti?
I said favorite sci-fi game ever, go.
Sci-fi game ever?
Yeah.
Oh. That's a tough one.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of really great sci-fi games.
If you think about it, like, isn't every game a sci-fi game essentially?
No.
Science fiction?
Don't get shit twisted.
No.
No. Science fiction is like space, man.
Like Dead Space.
Yeah.
I did start Dead Space. I mean, it's okay so far.
Is it scary? I never played it. I'm too scared.
Not yet. I mean,
Dead Space revolutionized jump scares. They made them what they are.
it's not yet, though.
Jump scares are jump scares because of them.
I haven't gotten to like a jump scare yet.
Yeah.
But I literally just started. I'm just having some trouble getting into it. I'll probably do some more maybe this weekend.
Children.
That's the problem right now.
Right now, my favorite Dead Space game, science fiction game, I think, is Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. Interesting.
Ghost Runner. I'm having a shit ton of fun in this game.
I don't even know what it is, man. Tell us about it.
Basically, right now, It's like this cyborg dude that wakes up and you have to go and kill Big Boss Guy. But you can like reset when you die. Like time skip it.
Oh, I see. Like
Which
some old
is-
school Prince of Persia bullshit.
Yeah. And see if I could find like
Okay.
the about thingy on their PlayStation.
He wants
'Cause
to talk.
that's what I'm playing it on is PlayStation.
So I'm trying to.
Is a
I
hardcore
thought.
FPP slasher packed with lightning fast action set in a grim cyberpunk megastructure. Climb Dharma Tower, humanity's last shelter, after a world-ending cataclysm. Make your way up from the bottom to the top, confront a tyrannical keymaster, and take your revenge. The streets
Okay.
of this tower are full of violence. Mara, the keymaster, rules with an iron fist and little regard for human life. As resources diminish, the strong prey on the weak, and chaos threatens to consume what little order remains. The decisive last stand is coming. A final attempt to set things right before mankind goes over the edge of extinction. As the most advanced blade fighter ever created, you're always outnumbered but never outclassed. Slice your enemies with the monomolecular katana, dodge bullets with your superhuman reflexes, and employ a variety of specialized techniques to prevail. One hit, one kill mechanics make combat fast and intense. Use your superior mobility and frequent checkpoints to engage in a never-ending dance with death fearlessly. Ghost Runner offers a unique single-player experience, fast-paced, violent combat, and original setting that blends science fiction with post-apocalyptic themes. It tells the story of a world that has already ended and its inhabitants who fight to survive. If you already own this version on PS4, you can upgrade to the PS5.
What kind of game is it? Is it like a roguelike? So it's a tower. You're going up the levels, kind of like a dungeon crawler almost, right?
Yeah, kind of, but it's so they made it like it's level based. So you do a mission, which would be one level in this tower, and then there's like a home base set somewhere, and you go and talk to people, upgrade your shit, and then go into the next mission, fighting like mini bosses and stuff on your way up, and it's fun, it's frustrating, but I'm having fun just with the mechanics alone. It's fast paced. You kind of like gravity jump and can boost around and to dodge bullets and lasers and shit like that. And then there's like little puzzles in each mission, whether it's platforming or you have to grapple onto certain things or whatever. But it's fun. I'm having a ton of fun. I've got both 1 and 2 that I got for PS Plus. So I'm starting with 1.
Oh, there's multiples. It's a franchise now.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's only 2, but I haven't dug into it too much. Like I said, free for PlayStation Plus. I downloaded it on a whim, and here we are. It's fun.
Those are sometimes the best games that you just kind of like randomly pick up.
Yeah. Turns out you like them a lot.
Yeah. And Mrs., you said Dead Space? You just started playing Dead Space?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fighting off my controller. Hang on. Oh my gosh, click on it, Spaz. I need help.
I'm coming.
Quick
Help
help!
is on-
Computer stuff.
Help is on the way, dear.
Aw, I don't even know what that is.
Sometimes if you time it just right.
Okay, so, hang on.
She's got really bad stick drifts, so it's really hard to navigate.
I can't wait
it's-
to hear about that later.
It's a shooter game, a survival game. It came out last year.
Came out when?
I think it was remastered last year, right?
Yeah. 'Cause this was
Are you
on
playing the first one?
PS3.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's your description.
So it's about an engineer on a mission to repair a vast mining ship. Only discover that something has gone horribly wrong. The ship crew has been slaughtered, and his partner is lost somewhere on board. So now he has to find her, and the nightmarish mystery of what happened abroad the ship. Around him, he's trapped with hostile creatures called necromorphs, and he faces battles for survival not only against the escalating terror of the ship, but his own crumbling sanity. I don't know. I like I said, I just started. It's something I want to keep working more on and getting to learn better. But I mean, it seemed pretty cool, pretty neat so far. And
Is it
the
scaring the
details
shit
of the
out of
ship's
you
really
yet?
cool. I think I just
She's only 16 minutes into it.
yeah, but I've
Oh
just
shit!
I
When you
just
said
got
just
a
started.
monster. Yeah, like I mean I just started. It's a whole story thing that I'm trying to grasp my mind with, and that's a big problem is me concentrating on the whole storyline for it and
Yeah.
reading all these little thingies. So
It is a story
Yeah,
game.
I never played the Dead Space games, but I've heard all kinds of great things about it. But as a person who never played the games, you've already said something that no one's ever said before. You're on a mission to save a friend, right?
his girlfriend, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
his
So like,
beloved partner.
I always thought
Nicole.
you just woke up on this fucking dead ship and you're trying to survive. I didn't know there was like a
Yeah,
like
you
you're trying
gotta
to
help
find
find her.
somebody.
Yep.
Wow. I mean,
So-
that adds a bit of that.
Like I think
Bit of
she's the
depth
only
to
one
it.
left alive, and everybody else has been killed already. They've been slaughtered.
So have you seen like the animated movie? I know we've watched it a long time ago, but
No, man. I am completely out of the loop with Dead Space. I knew that it was a horror game, and I know that it's critically acclaimed as like one of the best horror games ever made.
oh, absolutely.
But beyond that, I've never played it. I've never downloaded it.
Oh,
It's
it's a sci-fi.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
It was actually made in '91.
91?
Yeah. So the actual movie, he's an astronaut, and he helps a scientist fight a metamorphic virus at her space lab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's older and it revolutionized horror gaming. Like if you like horror, this is the game to play. By 0 to 100, it's the game to play. This is straight up 120.
Like, I'm about to send something, a picture. Excuse me, of what I found. I think it's the first one that I ran into, the first monster. But they're creepy as hell, and it's so cool the detail on these monsters and just the ship alone is really neat.
The first monster, isn't that like some Baraka looking motherfucker? Nope. I was wrong. It's a eat your face motherfucker.
Like like look at the detail though. Even in the background, it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm excited to get more into this. I'm excited to find out what other monsters I am into or I run into.
it's bloody.
I'm
It's
excited to
gory.
hear more about it. You got to take us on your journey, Mrs. As you play through it, you got to bring it up.
Might take me a while.
Live stream it every time you play it.
Live
you
stream
go.
every time
well,
we play it. Streams and
alright.
everything. That'll be dope.
I'll start doing that then.
And where can they watch the live streams, Spaz?
They can watch her live streams on Twitch at Mrs._Spazdrum.
Mrs._Spazdrum on Twitch. Good shit.
Because I don't think she has a YouTube channel.
I do not.
Do not.
Should I make one?
Once you start streaming a little more, we can I'll show you how to grab clips and we can make you a YouTube channel. So keep your ears peeled for that one in future episodes. Alright, what about you, Yeti? What are some of your favoriteest sci-fi games?
My favorite all-time sci-fi game has to be No Man's Sky. I have to say it. Just
Somebody
because
had to say
it covers so much. It does so much. And I love I'm a huge fan of survival games and sandbox builder games, and it has all that and then 1,000 things more. The No Man's Sky that's my favorite. I still get on it once a year, once every other year to see what kind of shit's been going on.
If your ship has made it to the next planet or not.
Yes, something. There's always, every time I jump on, there's so much different shit that I have to start a new game every time, just so I can hopefully understand what's going on.
All right. So now, in your opinion, because we all remember how day one No Man's Sky was, how do you feel about the transitions that No Man's Sky has made from day one to what it is now?
I would compare it to day one would be like checking out the game in its early development, and right now the game is in full release, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like day one was like, here, look, there's a planet. There's some, you can scan things. This is great, right? I have a ship for you. Fun. And now it's like, we have missions, you have settlements, you have space stations, you have a fleet of ships that you command. You can be a pirate. You can storm bases. You can fight off alien scourges. You can fight off robot scourges. You have infected planets. Like, it's just, you can collect animals like a Pokemon trainer. You can collect ships like, I don't fucking know. There's just so much now. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Now there's talk of integrating AI in a way to the game, which just makes it even bigger than it already is. And right now, as it stands, how many planets? How many planets are in this game? It's some ridiculous fucking number. Hang on. I'm going to look it up right now. How many planets in No Man's Sky?
Because I know, like, on an initial release, people were saying if you played it...
Quintillion. 18 quintillion planets.
Jesus.
And by adding AI, it just becomes bigger. And then, like, yes, there's 18 quintillion, but you're going to run into a lot of similarities. With AI, they're just going to make it even more diverse. It's going to be fucking insane. It's insane. And I heard the VR version is really fucking good, too.
I forgot about the VR version.
Yeah. That's one that I would love to play, but my kids always have our VR, so probably not.
Is it available for the MetaQuest 2?
No Man's Sky for me, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you gotta have like a special one that hooks up to your computer, or I don't know how the VR shit works, man. I bought the Quest 3 for the kids for Christmas, and that's the extent of my knowledge. I know how much it costs.
Oculus Quest 2 with Game Pass, Transcend XR, App Lab. It's on the Oculus Quest 2, but it's on the MetaQuest 2. Because I have the MetaQuest 2, and I would love to play No Man's Sky in VR. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, dude. You can control, like, I've seen videos of people, like, flying the ships and stuff. It's pretty fucking dope. And don't get me wrong, there are other really good sci-fi games out there. There's that one. What's that one? There's a space game where like you can't play it unless you're fucking rich.
Oh,
But like you spend real fucking money. Where is it? It's gotta come up here. Was space game real time? No, that's not it. Ah, well, I wasn't prepared for this. I would have had it for you. But there's space games where people spend like their actual money. Like you would spend thousands of dollars in real money to get a special ship that somebody can just fucking hop onto and take from like it's real life.
well, that's some bullshit.
So
I'd be so
there's
mad.
some really like uh uh why can't I think of the fucking word? There's some really dope ass sci-fi games out there with a lot of intricacies in them and stuff, more than No Man's Sky. But I think for the average gamer that doesn't have the money to spend on shit like that, who really wants like the full space experience, No Man's Sky is the way to go. And I'm really sad that Starfield kind of fucking took a shit from that. Everyone thought it was going to steal the scene, but really, they didn't. So, did you have?
Jeez.
Yeah. And then sci-fi doesn't always necessarily mean space either.
Well, yeah, that's why I
For
was saying,
example,
like, sci-fi
like
does mean a lot of different things.
it does mean a
Because
lot of
it's
different.
it's
Mostly, I
science
think,
fiction. Like anything that can be
yeah.
done with science, in a fictional aspect, time travel or other worlds. Shit, you
I mean, like
can even go as far
cyberpunk is
as
sci-fi.
yeah, you can even go as far to say, stuff like Diablo is sci-fi in its own way.
Well, Diablo is high fantasy.
Well, yeah, but you can also give it the argument that in its own way, it's sci-fi, right?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you here.
Well,
As a lover of fantasy, um, there's a clear line between sci-fi and fantasy. There are things that like run that line, like Shadowrun.
right.
You ever heard or played which
I've heard of it. I've
specifically
never played
the
it.
whole goal of Shadowrun is to mix sci-fi and fantasy,
That
right?
makes sense.
But sci-fi, I think the biggest difference is technology. Like sci-fi has technology in some way, shape, or form.
That makes sense. You see, listeners, we're all learning something new every day.
We're all just nerds in our own ways.
Some a little dumber than others. Like me. But I must say, even Call of Duty for Season 4, their shit, just their cosmetics. Not so much the gameplay, but cosmetically, is pretty dope in the sci-fi aspect. These
Yeah,
gases
fuck yeah, it
and
is.
face masks and respirators are insane. If you haven't checked out Season 4 of COD, I still highly recommend it. This new Battle Pass and everything is amazing. Cosmetically. If you like cosmetics and spend money on it like we do, this season is definitely the way to go.
Guilty pleasures.
Truth. Oh, man.
So that's sci-fi games.
That's sci-fi games.
I will say the whole time we've been talking right now, I've been trying to look up like a top 10 sci-fi games of all time. And
Uh-huh.
you can't find like a reputable site that's doing it. The closest thing I found was like IMDb has like a top 50, but they're wrong. They're garbage. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then other ones, they got to be super specific, like top 10 sci-fi games with storylines. top 10, the top sci-fi games for each year since 2000. But I can't find like an actual top 10 sci-fi games of all time.
So I mean, like, Games Radar has 25 best sci-fi games to travel into the future with.
Yeah. They got to have like a specific.
But I mean, like, if you just go on a broader spectrum, just typing in top sci-fi games into Google, the top 5 games, before I hit the little tab over, you've got Fallout 4, Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield,
Okay.
Control, and No Man's Sky as the top 5. And then you've got Stellaris,
I don't know.
Outer Worlds, Detroit Become Human,
Because
and
they're missing.
Fallout New Vegas.
What about Halo? What about Deus Ex? What about, did you say Mass Effect?
Nope, that's not on here.
Or the Portal games? Dead Space.
I
Anything
mean,
Star Wars. You know?
I mean, even like there's BioShock, Destiny, Dark Orbit, Portal,
Fucking Titanfall. People were
Titanfall,
crazy about Titanfall. StarCraft.
Horizon Zero
Fucking
Dawn wasn't
Misses.
terrible.
Borderlands.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was actually probably one of the first games that Mister actually introduced me to.
Yep, Borderlands 3.
I didn't even think about it, but Doom. Doom is sci-fi.
Doom's
Actually-
on here, like, but it's really far down the list.
Oh shit! Spaz.
That was one of the first.
Yeah, it's yeah. So she's playing Dead Space right now. She can't hear it, which kind of takes away some of the horror aspect, but she's playing it. That's awesome. She can see all the blood and gore. But yeah, like Titanfall and Doom, Dead Space, they're on this list, but they're farther down.
Yeah.
But then they've also got like the Alien games, which I wasn't a big fan of. They're not bad,
Jump scare, man.
but
Those jump scare games. Yeah, the Metroid games. I think there's a lot. There's a lot. Sci-fi.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the biggest genres as far as like gaming goes.
The Gamer website has 10 best sci-fi games of all time. And they started off with Alien Isolation at number 10. Alright, so it stopped working when I said Alien Isolation number 10.
Oh.
God damn it.
I thought we lost the whole episode again.
But
So
yeah,
Alien Isolation was number 10. I've never played that one, but I have watched somebody play it, and he was kind of a wimp. He wouldn't play that game in the dark. And then Fallout New Vegas. You ever play Fallout? Yeah, in the dark. It was kind of a creepy game, but also he was kind of, I'm trying to be nice here. He was kind of a wimp about it. We used to get into heated arguments about it.
I mean, if horror games really aren't your thing though either, then yeah, it would make sense, right?
Yeah. And then Fallout New Vegas. I never really played Fallout New Vegas, but I know
I haven't played
it.
Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, honey.
Portal 2 is a staple in the gaming world.
So
Dead Space.
I can't remember where you have to go, honey. Yep, Dead
They got
Space.
Star Wars Jedi
Which-
Fallen Order is number 6 on here.
I
Is
have
that the
one,
newer one or the first one?
The Fallen Order. Does it tell you when it came out? Portal, Dead Space.
2019.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's the first one.
That was Outlast.
The Outlast, that I wasn't even playing it. I was scared.
Mm.
That was when I had the PlayStation set up in the room. And we played everything over the big TV.
What is? I've heard of I've heard the name XCOM 2 before. I never played it. You ever play it?
I have not. A lot of these I haven't
And
played.
then they have BioShock Infinite as number 4. I thought a lot of people didn't like BioShock Infinite. I thought BioShock 2 was the best one of the franchise, from what I've heard people talking about.
See,
Am I wrong?
BioShock 2 was probably the best in my opinion.
So why would we put
Infinite
on this?
was good in its own way. Just
It was
because
in
it
the
told
air
this,
instead of the ocean.
yeah, it told I think it told a better story about Colombia than the first 3 did about being underwater, without splitting it into 3 games. Like, you understood what Colombia was just in one game.
And then number 3, they pulled a cheap move and they said Halo Combat Evolved. They didn't want to choose which one was the best. Like, we're gonna cop out of this one. We're not getting part of this argument. We're just gonna say they were all good, and we're gonna put Combat Evolved on you.
Reach was the best. I'm just gonna say it.
Reach was the best.
Dude, just the survival game mode.
Oh yeah, where you played the waves.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I love that game mode.
Spending hours just blowing shit up.
Yeah, I remember that. And the story for Reach was fucking dope as fuck.
Exactly.
It was really awesome. But Halo 3's multiplayer is what really got me into shooters, so Halo 3 is always going to be my number 1.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on what it got you into. Like, if you wanted it for the story and just doing stuff, definitely Reach. But if you wanted the multiplayer, 3. In my opinion. But then you got Mass Effect 2 at number 2, which I haven't played in a very long time, and I do not remember them.
Did you put a pot of water to boil? Is my mic on?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if it is or not.
Here, it's on. A pot of water. I got it. It's all Gucci. So, little pot. And then, what is at number 1 for the top 10 best sci-fi games of all time? After I finish boiling this pot of water.
That was weird. Did you guys hear my daughter?
Nope.
So the whole time I could hear you guys, but I was like talking on the phone with her.
Huh.
It was super distracting.
Sorry.
No. Trin called. She wanted to ride. She said it's raining. I was like, no. No, it's just sprinkling. You'll be fine. We can walk home. Oh.
Best get to moving. Should have took that hoodie.
Mm. Mass Effect 2. They claim number 2, and I would agree with that. Mass Effect 2 was of the Mass Effect games, that was probably the best one. Hands down.
I haven't played them in a very fucking long time.
I tried to play Mass Effect Andromeda, man.
I don't know. They lost the magic somehow. I don't know what they did. Mass Effect 3 was all right. But Mass Effect 2 was...
The
They just had
bombivity?
everything right. They had everything right. The story was right. The side games and all that, the mini games and shit was all good. Like it was just good.
Gotcha.
And then at number 1, they have Half-Life 2. And who hasn't played or heard of Half-Life 2 if
I
they're at
haven't
least
played
30
it.
years old?
I haven't heard of it.
That was before online gaming. That was back when people were LAN gaming,
Yep.
LAN parties. So like Halo 2, StarCraft, and Half-Life 2. That's like everybody I knew who was doing LAN parties. Those were the 3 games they were playing.
See, I never played Half-Life at all.
It was just shooter. It was like a nice little mix of between like I don't know. It was like playing Halo almost, but like you had different guns and shit.
Huh.
It was
Interesting.
just shooter. But it was like for its time, it was the only thing. Like I don't know. Like everybody liked it.
See,
Half-Life 2.
I need to check out games I do have in my PlayStation library because I have 295 games in here. I might have a Half-Life somewhere. Free for PlayStation Plus or some shit. I don't know.
What makes a game 21 plus?
21 plus?
Yeah, at the bottom of this page, there's an ad. It says, "Start on a lonely planet, X-Craft, the game where you can build a cosmic empire on a lonely planet, 21 plus." I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I don't know what makes a game 21 plus. 18 plus, I can see.
Well, I mean, rated M
is.
is 17, so what would make it 21? Does it have an A rating? Like, is it worse than an M game?
I don't want to click it.
we're
I
gonna
don't
do
wanna
the
click it.
Pornhub intro.
Start your own empire. Seed the planet.
Bow, ticka, bow, da, bow, bow, da, bow.
That, but with like synth techno in the background.
They just
Usually
eliminated
for
this.
those, for the 21 plus,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
it's only telling me that, adults only, that the content that should only be played by persons 18 years and older. The category may include prolonged scenes of intense violence or graphic sexual conduct and nudity.
It's definitely sex.
They just replaced the slap bass with a synth.
There's definitely sex in that game.
Show you a fantasy game. But
Yeah.
let's add some sci-fi and put a gun in it that shoots.
If you got reality, you got guys that are
dildos.
dressed up like girls and girls that are dressed up like boys. I'm sorry.
It's a gun that shoots adult toys right at your forehead.
You can slingshot condoms.
Water balloon fight, but it's not water.
What?
And now it's time for Yeti Labs.
All right, assassins, I have a scenario for you. Ready? Here we go. You worked your ass off all week. You've done the gym thing. You got the kids home and fed and bathed. Your significant other is finally tired of seeing you, and you finally have a couple of hours to yourself to play a video game. Unfortunately, you've discovered Hell Tides are only fun for so long, and none of your COD buddies are online tonight. So you decide to try something new. You boot up your trusty old Game Pass that you've been paying for as long as your children have been alive, and spend the next 30 minutes flying through the playlist, trying to find something that you can have fun with for the next hour before you pass the fuck out with a controller in your hand. You finally find a game that looks dope, or at the very least, entertaining, and smack that play on the cloud option because who the fuck has time to install a whole ass game? After waiting 5 minutes for the queue to let you in, and spending another 20 minutes figuring out settings and getting through some shit ass tutorial, you finally get to play the game. And it's fucking dog shit. But you can't stop playing now. It's almost time to pass out, and the wife is telling you to come to bed. So you're stuck with a horrible choice. Keep playing the garbage, or just be done for the night. Either way, your one night of gaming is ruined. What a fucking nightmare, right? Don't you worry, you delicious little head, though, because I've got great news. Yeti is here to help. I've taken it upon myself to play one strange, fucked up looking free game on Game Pass each week and potentially waste my time so that you don't have to. Welcome to Yeti Labs, and let's dive into our first test. Galactica. Developed by Bright Rock Games, the team behind War for the Overworld, and published by Cult Games, Galactica takes you on a colorful and bizarre journey from humble beginnings orbiting 23rd century Earth to the internal world of an extra-dimensional deity. It's time to save the galaxy, one patient at a time. That's the cheese-ass intro you will find if you look this game up on Google. I have no fucking idea what War for the Overworld is, but maybe I'll try it someday. Galactica is available on all systems except the Switch, and it doesn't have crossplay because it's not a multiplayer game. If you like Zoo Tycoon and Jurassic World Evolution, but always wondered what they would be like with a small touch of Diner Dash, this game is going to keep you engaged for hours. In Galactica, you run a hospital in space, where you will encounter a plethora of different races of beings, all with their own wants and needs that you must cater to, in order to raise the rank of your establishment and move on to the next venue, much like the critters in Zoo Tycoon and Jurassic World. But that's not all. You also have to heal them, and you do this by building special rooms that cater to specific ailments. There's a room for broken bones. There's a room that replaces skin. You get the idea. Anyone who has played these sorts of games before will quickly be able to pick up on the progression system and the playstyle, as they are very basic and easy to pick up. If you're looking for something you can get into quickly and brain rot chill for far too long, I would recommend this game. For those reasons and for the purpose of this segment, I would give this game a 4 out of 5. Just be careful, this is one that some may not want to put down right away. If you like what you heard, or you have suggestions for how I can make this segment better in the future, leave me a comment and I'll try to find time to read words. In the meantime, tune into our Discord, Rare Assassins Nation, and keep an eye out for my live stream of the next game I review, which will be Rolling Hills. Make sushi, make friends. And that's it.
I fucking
That was
love
fucking
it.
brilliant.
I loved every
That
second
game-
of that.
That game, by the way, we get really into Galactica here for a second. That game, it's just a reskin of every other game you've ever played that's like it.
No shit.
So if you don't want to waste your time like learning something really new, but you just kind of want to veg out, that's all right.
Let's stick with what you know
It
and
progresses.
go with it.
Yeah, it progresses like a mobile game. Like it keeps you engaged with new bullshit that you unlock.
Right. Huh. I'm saving that introduction just so you know. I'm pretty sure he got a phone call. Absolutely, 100% saving that intro. Oh. Where'd he go? He went quiet on us. Did he get another phone call?
No, my phone went to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we got to figure that out. But I'm actually really excited for this next one that I'm trying. The Rolling Hills Make Sushi Make Friends. I keep seeing it advertised about coming to Game Pass on the first day, like it's some kind of big smash hit.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna be. I got it. The fucking. Did the whole thing come out, or did I get cut off before it was over?
The whole thing came out.
Oh, nice.
Like, that was fucking funny. I'm 100% saving that intro, and it is going to be your new ringtone for whenever you call me.
The whole fucking thing.
If it'll let me, absolutely.
And it's fucking dog shit. Listen, we've all been there, man. We've all tried a new game because we were bored and we don't have a whole lot of time. And then it just ends up being shit and we wasted our time and nobody's happy in that scenario.
Absolutely.
So, Assassins, I will do that for you. I will play the stupid, shitty games and I will tell you if they're any good.
He will waste his life just for you.
Just for you.
Hey everyone, I just want to take a minute to talk about this episode's sponsor, GetCatShirts.com. They've got the coolest, funniest cat-themed t-shirts that are perfect for any cat lover. Whether you want to make a statement or just have a laugh, these shirts have got you covered. The best part, you can sponsor our show by using our special link, GetCatShirts.com/AssassinsNation. Head over there now and grab yourself a shirt. Your wardrobe will thank you. Enjoy.
Doesn't like cat.
And, right.
Mister.
It's because I'm allergic.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you also like cat
You can
things,
claim you don't like cats all you want until you're sitting down watching TikTok after TikTok of funny cat videos.
exactly. I like cats. I grew up with cats and a lot of Benadryl, but cats are cool. They're funny. They're stupid, but they're smart, and they're assholes. But they're adorable.
Well, that's something I can
I
definitely
like
say
other
that
people's cats.
me and Spaz have
Yes.
definitely caught ourselves doing is late at night laughing at some pet videos. They're always cats.
Laying there until 2 o'clock in the morning watching cat videos. But speaking of cat videos, keep an eye out for our shop because we will have limited time cat themed Assassins shirts and merch available for everyone.
I've seen them. They look pretty dope.
They are dope. They're
They
adorable.
look pretty dope. They're like the perfect combination of badass and chibi all in one.
Yes. I'm excited for them. Mrs. wants to punch me for them, but I think they're adorable.
It is what it is.
They kind of remind me. You ever play Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of the little cat dudes.
Yes. I didn't even think of that.
I don't know what they're called. I don't play Monster Hunter.
I can't remember
I
what
played
they're
way
called.
back in the day on like Game Boy DS.
My newest one was Monster Hunter World. I think I played it on PS5 or PS4. Probably PS4. I don't know. I've got the disc
Wilds
over
is
there
coming
somewhere.
out. They announced Wilds is coming out.
I saw that
I
announcement.
looked into it. Yeah.
I saw that. Looks fun.
Looks like Monster Hunter.
Absolutely.
And now it's time for Spaz's padded room.
I've got 3 that I want to ask you guys. So if you buy a DiGiorno pizza on Amazon, just hear me out. If you buy a DiGiorno pizza on Amazon and it's delivered to your house, Is it still DiGiorno? Or is it delivery?
Oh shit! Wow,
That's the question.
that's
Is it
the
classified as
question.
Amazon?
Well, I mean, would it be a delivered pizza or would it be a DiGiorno?
Mm, that's a difficult one, man. Because in the traditional sense of a delivered pizza, that delivered pizza should be ready to eat.
Right.
Not ready. You got a whole egg or chicken question thing going on here with a pizza.
Question
But
number
boy, do I like Detroit.
2. DiGiorno pizza is freaking good.
Oh my god! Did you see? I
They're
was in the store
$5
the
right
other
now,
day.
Myers.
They are on sale.
They have a croissant crust DiGiorno pizza now.
Croissant crust DiGiorno.
Yes, and I didn't want to buy it. I wanted to buy it, but I didn't buy it.
I want to buy it. The only ones I can't do are the stuffed crust. I don't like stuffed crust.
I live in a house divided. Half of my house fucking is obsessed with stuffed crust, and the other half can't fucking stand it.
Makes sense. Mrs., what's your thoughts? Stuffed crust or no?
That's a negative. No, I can't. I don't know. It would just. It's a lot of cheese. Yes, I love cheese. Who doesn't love cheese?
True. She's good. Makes you poop.
But to me, I feel like the texture of that cheese is just weird, and it's never. It doesn't come out like like a mozzarella stick should. You know that cheese.
It's never the advertised stuffed crust.
Yes, it's just still a chunk and no thank no thank you.
I love it, man.
Sorry.
I love it. Sometimes I crave it. That specific texture of cheese.
Makes sense. I mean, like the cheese itself is good, but not on the end of a pizza.
Yeah,
Like if I want a mozzarella stick,
it
I'll eat a
actually worked
mozzarella
out.
stick.
Because I haven't always been a big stuffed crust guy, but Lindsay would eat the crust and I would eat the pizza.
Well, Beth, that croissant pizza, it don't look too bad.
It sounds good as fuck. I like croissants.
That's good as fuck,
It's
dude.
like a big giant croissant that's flat, and then
Come on.
It looks like a deep dish
the
pizza.
layers. Shall we go get one? We can get a personal one and put it in the air fryer.
Are you going to get one delivered?
We should buy it through Amazon. It'll be delivery.
Are you going to get a DiGiorno delivered?
It's flaky and buttery layers. So, at least it's a buttered croissant.
You got to get it delivered, and then you have to ask the Amazon driver, tell me, is it delivery or is it DiGiorno? We just started the thing, man.
All right. Question number 2. Does a teacher have the right to give a homeless kid homework?
No, it's at home. Do it at. Booyah. Mic dropped.
Yeah, you can do fucking homework on the street. I'm just saying.
I've
Home
to
is
do it
where
in
the heart is.
Yes.
It's true. Yes, home is where the heart is.
Even if
It's also
your
where the
home
toilet's
is,
at.
even if your heart is broken.
But not everybody has a heart.
Everybody has a heart.
Even if your heart
Sometimes
is
it's just
broken.
cold. Or
black,
broken.
whatever.
Why's it gotta be black? You racist? Ooh,
Sometimes it's cold.
Mrs. is racist. I'm telling everybody.
Sometimes it's cold, like the street they have to sleep on.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
All right, we're on. You see this? And now we're already canceled.
Yep, just like that.
Good job.
Racism and hating on homeless
Question
kids.
number 2. Canceled.
Might have to cut that one out and go to another question.
Episode 3, gone.
How drunk do you gotta be to just piss there while you're talking?
I don't understand that, right? What the heck?
What?
She showed me a video of these two people having a conversation, a guy and a girl. And the girl just pisses herself right there on the sidewalk on a rainy day.
I
And
had a
like,
landlord
it's like
like
getting
that.
all over his shoes and everything, and they don't even care. They're still deep in their conversation.
I had a landlord whose diet was half gallons of McMaster's whiskey, and he would be talking to you, barely standing up, and all of a sudden the front of his pants would just be wet. And he wouldn't even stutter.
That's how Vince, the custodial at work, is.
Pretty
He'd be
sure.
so drunk he'd pee himself, and he'd have to go
That's
home.
fucked. And disturbing.
At some point, I'm pretty sure you can't drink on the job at a school.
He still was.
You know, you would think it'd be
Or
common
he'd come in
sense.
drunk.
You can't
He would come
find
in
another
drunk and
janitor.
smell like booze. He's not there anymore. I don't know. Like, I guess he like sued like the Gaines detergent.
He did what?
Sued the Gaines detergent
He ate a Tide Pod.
company.
Gaines doesn't taste as good.
No, they.
So the alcoholic pissing himself only doesn't work there because he sued someone else.
What?
You
No.
said he would get so drunk that he would piss himself, but
Yeah.
somehow he still had a job.
No, he
Until
doesn't work there
he sued
anymore.
someone.
He doesn't
Right.
work there anymore because he used the Gain detergent, and it caused a chemical burn on his hands, on his entire body. Like, he's currently in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for a while. Like, it was bad. I told you
Yeah.
about this, babe.
Yeah, you told me about it, but it's still
The
fucked
point
up.
I'm making is that he never got fired. The only
No.
reason he doesn't work at the
They
school.
didn't get a chance to.
Oh my goodness.
And I think the other guy got fired, honey, that I told you
Mhm.
about. The one that had a hole in his pants.
Showing
Yeah.
his shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, this man, yeah. No thanks.
Anywho, now that we're confused and slightly disturbed
Offended.
and canceled.
Canceled.
All right. Question number 3. What would a room of mirrors look like if there was nothing in the room to reflect except the other mirrors?
Oh, that's the endless doorway, man.
Yeah, that's like from the circus.
But what would it look
That's
like?
the fucking back rooms, bro.
But what would it look
It's
like?
just the endless mirrors.
Just a bunch of mirrors in a plain room, reflecting at themselves.
Come on, man. We've all seen this in a horror movie.
Exactly. Well, you've seen a room of mirrors, but you've never seen just a empty room full of mirrors that only reflect themselves. So what would that look like?
Mhm.
If there's nothing to reflect, what would it look like? Just like a silver room is what I would imagine. If there's nothing to reflect.
Is Trin still at home?
That's all I can
Okay.
picture, because mirrors are like a silvery, like aluminum foil behind the glass. So would it just be like a silver room?
Maybe. When anybody brings up rooms of mirrors, I think of
Of cognac?
Conan.
Oh, Conan. Like,
Yeah, Conan the Destroyer, the second movie.
I don't remember it. Like the 80s film
He
Conan?
fights the big bad guy in the room full of. Huh?
Like the 80s film Conan?
Yeah. Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer.
Okay, I think I knew what you were
Arnold
talking about,
Schwarzenegger.
but I can't picture it. At least the scene you're talking about.
Chrome.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Sorry.
Off the top of my head.
Just showing my age, I guess.
God, you're old!
I am fucking old.
I mean, you're only what? 3 years older than I am, right? 2? You're not much older than I
I
am.
don't know. I don't know how old you are.
32, bro.
I'll be 39 in 2 days.
I'll be 32
Yeah,
in
you're only
4, 5,
7
6,
years older than I am.
in 9 days.
Hmm?
In 2 Mondays.
2 Mondays.
7 years can make a huge difference in
True.
And what?
pop culture,
Hmm.
like movies and music.
Books, magazines.
7 years is the difference. 7 years is the difference between 8-tracks and CDs.
Because he was born in the 80s, while we were born early 90s.
90.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff that...
I'm one of those funny guys who's like right on the cusp of Gen X and millennials. What do they call them? They call them something Zennials or some shit.
Bastards.
Centennials?
Centennials?
I don't know.
All right,
Out
boomer.
here with my red coat.
Hold on, I'm about to Google this. Generations. By
By definition, I'm a millennial.
So if you were born between 81 and 96, you are a millennial or Generation Y.
Yep.
God, I hate this generation.
And then my kids, well, my older kids, it's funny, my older kids are Gen Z,
Right.
and my younger kids are Gen A.
Generation Alpha.
Alpha!
So who's the Omega?
They're gonna change the world, man.
Well, I
change the
hope they're
world.
better than the fucking millennials. We are retarded.
Oh,
No, we're
man.
not.
Millennials?
Not all of us.
We can't figure out what gender we are.
That can be the
Neither can Generation
that can
Z.
be the topic of our next episode.
You know what? That will be the topic. We're gonna get political.
Millennials. Let's get content. We're already canceled. We might as well.
I mean, I already told Spotify and YouTube this is explicit. It's gonna get weird.
The next episode can be generational, right? Games that influence the different generations.
There you go. That works.
Or define them.
The generation. The games that defined you. That was a documentary.
I'm sure. I think, wasn't it on Netflix or some
It
shit?
was on Netflix.
Or was that Toys?
Yeah, the toys that defined you.
Yeah. That was a good show. I actually watched a lot of
I
that.
did watch it.
And it pissed me off seeing, like, because they would talk about how, like, certain toys, how much they're worth nowadays. I would watch it and be like,
I had
yep, I
5 of
destroyed
them
one of those.
fuckers.
Yeah. Fucking Pokemon cards. I'm so mad at myself.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I had thousands among thousands of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that. And I got older, so I'm like, I don't need these no more. Threw them away. Got a real man's job as a mechanic and became an adult. And now I'm looking at the money and it's, fuck.
Mm.
I smell coffee
You're
again.
having a stroke. All right.
That is the time. Yep.
Let's see here. There are 2 things left on my agenda, and that is game updates and latest things going on, and then our closing statements. So are there any game updates that you guys can think of? I've got one.
There were game updates,
There were game updates.
but I didn't get the specs on them. Yeah. There's a big one for Diablo, but I haven't.
There is. I've got that one pulled up.
Nice.
So new stuff in Diablo is their anniversary celebration.
Oh.
For the month.
Do we get an
The
event?
month of June. It's free cosmetic gifts.
Are they all rainbow?
No, it's not Pride Month. for
It
it.
probably should be. It is Pride
Well,
Month.
it is Pride Month, but it's not Pride Month for this. They're not celebrating Pride Month.
The world
That's
of Diablo
what I should
is not Pride Month. If you want to celebrate Pride Month in Diablo, you just play a male sorcerer.
say. Yes. So the 6th through 12th, you have free cosmetics in the shop.
Got the lipstick?
There's a new horse, a new what's it called? The armor for a horse, and then the cosmetics for your weapons. The double-bladed axes and swords.
From the 6th through the 12th?
Yep, the 6th through the 12th, and then you have
So we got...
you have until the 20th to get all of these.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't get them like that day, fear not. You have until the 20th.
Sometime within the next week, log in.
Yep, so at the time of recording this, it is the 8th. So you have until not this coming Thursday, but next Thursday to redeem all of these. And then for this event, June 6th through the 13th, treasure goblins are everywhere. And they're dropping
Have you noticed
a bunch of stuff.
treasure goblins are already happening more often, and they're actually difficult to get?
I have. They're faster.
Not impossible, but they are faster, and like CCs last less time on them. They don't immediately die. I like it. You actually have to fucking go
Fight
after
for
it.
your shit.
I just wish they dropped better shit. They still don't really drop good shit at
Well,
all.
now through this event, they're dropping better loot.
Good.
So
That's good. I think they were dropping like some kind of boss map.
they're dropping greed-filled bags that you can only get from these
Nice.
treasure goblins. And inside of it is a power 925 treasure.
Oh shit!
Guaranteed 925s.
We're running out of time, but I
Yes.
do want to have a rant on 925 items at some point because they're really pissing me off.
We can always save it for next episode.
Mhm. Put it in the thing. Yeti's rant on 925 items.
And then 6th through the 20th is Mother's Blessing, which is a 25% boost to experience and 50% boost to gold.
Nice.
So that's what's going on in Diablo right now. Is the anniversary event, which I highly recommend checking out. There's so much gold. So much gold. Especially to get those Ubers after you get your stones, because it costs 50 million gold. Hit this event, get hundreds of thousands of millions of gold. But that's,
And then sell them for real money.
yes.
All right.
And then
And what's tomorrow, Spaz?
Sunday.
Sunday the 9th is the Xbox Game Showcase.
It is. I don't play on Xbox, so I
It
couldn't
is.
remember
There was
that.
one today. There's one today from the looks of it, they announced a bunch of like PlayStation and PC stuff. Lots of cool stuff there. I didn't know what happened. I didn't have time to look into it. I'll be looking into it. I'll be looking into the Xbox stuff tomorrow. And the next time we do the podcast thing, we can talk about
We
it.
can definitely talk
But as
about
far
the days of play.
Yeah. As far as updates go, the one I'm most excited for is Pal World. Has a massive update coming with a new region, a new biome, a new island, new pals,
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be fucking sick. You gotta. I know you can't play it on PlayStation, but you gotta get that shit on PC, man. I'm telling you. That's a badass.
If
game.
my PC could support it, I totally would.
And you can't.
I can't. My PC would commit mass genocide and then suicide.
Oh, fuck, man. We gotta work on that. You know what that means, Assassins? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Truth. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button to whatever you are listening on. Make sure you check out therareassassins.com. Join the Discord. Join us. Play with us. Watch the live streams. Connect with us.
Support us.
Anywhere that you are listening to this on. It helps out tremendously. Like Mrs. said, support us. Help us out. We love you guys, and we can't wait to see you guys next week. And join us for our live streams every Saturday at about 10 o'clock or sometimes sooner. Make sure you follow us on Twitter so that way you are well informed. We will be in your ears next week. Have a good night. Love ya.
Peace.
Good night.
I was
What the heck? My mic wasn't on. I'm sorry.
trying to get her to
Peas and
unmute.
rice. Oh.